Hey Hotspotters, today we're going to look at Manly Beach. Now Manly is one of the best photography locations on the northern beaches and probably one of the most popular. And if you're wondering, no, I'm not down at Manly Beach at the moment, but I've got plenty of video and photos to take you guys through and show you this wonderful photography location.
Alright, hey guys, so here we are inside of Google Maps. I just wanted to give you a bit of an overview of Manly. Now, obviously this is a bird's eye view looking straight down, and if you haven't been to Manly before, we're looking at the north side, and this is where I come to take most of my photos. So I guess a couple of things we can talk about while we've got this open is, as you can see here, we've got all this on-street parking. Now, this does fill up very quickly, but if we're getting there for sunrise, you shouldn't have a problem getting a car spot, unless obviously the waves are pumping. I'm not a surfer, but it is a very popular spot as well for surfers. So you might be battling for a car spot depending on what time you get there. But again, if you're getting there for sunrise, you should be okay. Sunset might be a different kettle of fish altogether. But if you are catching public transport, there's plenty of buses, as you can see here, and there's a train station further on down to the south. But the north side of Manly Beach is where I spend most of my time when I come down. And we can see here the ocean pool, which I'm going to show you some photos and some video of that little spot there, which is probably the spot that I gravitate to the most. And as you can see, you've also then got all this rock platforms here, which also make for some really good photography, including a cave. So if you go all the way around, and just be careful of your footing as you come around here, but if you go all the way around, there's also a cave, which is absolutely fantastic, and then actually pops you out here. Now, again, most of the time I sort of come down here, there is if we zoom in here, there is a little cafeteria, I think, or even public toilets here, and you can get on top here and take photos. Now the sun will come up in this direction over here, so you will sort of get the sun coming up that way. I've never actually, I've always been tempted to stay there and watch the sun come up, but I sort of always run down here and take photos along here. But this is a fantastic photography location, not just for landscape photographers, but I've seen plenty of people down there taking portrait photography of couples walking along the beach and all those sorts of things. It is just a fantastic place. So let me show you a video. Now, this video, as you can see, it's not the best quality. It was taken on my phone, but it should give you some idea of sort of what we're after. Now, if we have a look, I'm sort of tucked in here. So if we play this a little bit more, you can see that there's the ocean pool, and as we pan around, you've got all the beach. It does have some really nice trees and paths, and I don't think we're going to see that platform. It's just sort of in there a little bit. So it is a fantastic photography location, and I can show you some photos. So let's start from here. This is sort of looking over towards the ocean pool, so you can see the sun is going to come up over there. And you may have noticed there was a building back there that, actually this building right here. Now, this, I don't think it's a surf club, but I'm not 100% sure I did try to find out what it was before I started to hit record on this video, but I couldn't. So if you know what it is let me know down below in the comments. That would be fantastic. But this building has lots of, it has a staircase, so you can get a bit of a sort of a bird's eye view, and I am shooting this quite wide. This was shot with my 10-20mm. Now I'm a crop sensor, so it's probably, I don't really know what it converts to, maybe 14 or 15, maybe 16. But it is quite wide. So there's that. Now I love all the different textures and that sort of stuff you get in the cement around the pool. That's really, really cool. And then again, textures in the wooden path, sand. There's just this location really is cool for some textures. Now, as you can see, maybe if I come back into this photo, there is a bit of a path that sort of walks up and over those rocks there. And if you follow it around, you get some really, really nice, again, some rock platforms. Even more texture. As you see, the sun sort of coming up here. It's taking it sunrise. It does say be careful of falling rocks, and there are some rather large rocks lying around, so do be careful of that, and also be careful of your footing. But if you keep going around to the right here, you're actually going to run into a cave. Now, this cave is phenomenal. Not too many not too many photography locations can boast that they've got a cave. Obviously, Caves Beach springs to mind, but not too many others can boast that they've got a cave. And if you walk in through here, it actually pops you out another side, which just has a few more rocks, and you can. It's probably even like if you want to capture the sun coming up directly over the water, that would probably be your spot. But then you're going to miss out all the great stuff that Manly has to offer in the foreground. So this location is fantastic. Again, as I mentioned, it is a very, very good sunrise photography location, but you can head down there at sunset. If you're a lifestyle photographer, there's going to be plenty going on. If you're a portrait, fashion, or wedding photographer, you're going to have a great time coming down here and exploring this beach. I rated this photography location out of 10 an 8.5. It is one of my favourite photography locations on the northern beaches, and I highly recommend getting down there and checking it out with your cameras. Hopefully that's helped. If you have been down there, or if you plan on getting down there, please let me know what you think. If you haven't been down there yet and you'd like some more information, you can jump over to Photography Hotspots and go to Manly Beach, and I've got all the information and photos there for you guys to check out. Otherwise, guys, I really hope that helps, and I will talk to you very, very soon. Thanks very much. Bye.